Hey guys! Well, you asked for it, so I'm back, here to give you the latest life updates on me. Hopefully, not too boring. After my last life update, not a lot has happened. In the last 5 days, life is kind of blurred into one big memory, so I'm just going to dump it all up there, and if it lines up in a linear fashion, cool. If not, I'm too lazy to try and figure out what happened when, so you're just going to have to deal with it. So, first, some context. We were, well, as I'm writing this, we still are, on the big island of Hawaii, in a town called Kona, pretty close to the coast. The picture makes it look way better than it is, but, my parents are great photographers, so that's kind of what they do. My mom and dad went to school here, like 20-something years ago. They say they're not old. At the University of the Nations, or U of N for short. So, basically, they have a ton of memories here, and they want to relive, like, all of them. Anyway, sometime after my last life deal happened, Ben held a coconut, and it looked cool. If that doesn't sum up Ben, I don't know what does. And one of the first things I remember doing was going snorkeling in this place called Children's Beach. And guys, I've never gone snorkeling before, but it was amazing. Seriously, there were so many weird and colorful fish that before now I thought were either fake or so exotic they might as well be. Though granted, Hawaii is pretty exotic. Now that I think about it, I can describe two fish, because why not? And I'm sure you have nothing better to do with your day, so let's hear about the weird fish Alex saw. One I'm going to call the balloon fish, because it was bright yellow and looked like someone had taken one of those long, thin balloons used to make balloon animals, and it slapped a nose and two little eyes on it. The other one I'm naming a rainbow fish, because I'm at least 1% sure that if the rainbow died and were reincarnated, then that's what it looked like. It was also very colorful. So yeah, I saw some weird fish. Then we went home and chilled, and here's me eating a piece of coconut. I really like coconut. And then after that, we did some more driving around and saw some Hawaii guy throwing fire. And we tried this sushi place that Mom liked, like 20 years ago. Actually, we didn't find it, so big surprise. We tried a different sushi place. After that, we went to church, and with my parents' friends, and I actually really liked it. We got to sit outside right by the ocean. It was cool. But the sermon was actually, exceptionally good. The pastor talked about how we ought to use our time and money well and to be shrewd with what's been entrusted to us. Looks to a certain ENTJ friend. Too bad he didn't make a pyramid, right? Anyway, it's a good church, and here's a picture of it. Then we visited Mom and Dad's university, where they met up with some old friends, and it was fun walking around campus full of random college students while your parents talk, for a while. But, I guess it was kind of boring because they did talk for a very long time. And then here's another picture, because I'm assuming you like pictures. It's a picture of a fountain. And then, sometime in there, it got real rainy for 2 days, and I did basically nothing. It was seriously boring. We then went out to see this native Hawaii city of refuge place. It was kind of interesting. Looks like Maori stuff, if you ask me. And there's a picture of that. Oh, and I did have a mini revelation during that time, though. You see, I just found some sweet Christian artists, namely Manic Drive, Lido, Group One Crew, and Rapture Ruckus. And you guys showed me some of them, and I probably already knew the rest. But anyway, I've been loving their music. So, as a result, I may have had headphones in quite a bit. That, or I was blasting their songs on my speaker. But anyway, when we got here, I can't remember if my phone died or what, but I was just walking along, and there's that verse that says, pray without ceasing. IDK where. I can look it up if you really want. And that verse says, the prayer of a righteous man is powerful, came to mind. And I was like, I spent so much time listening to music lately. What have I really gained? Sure, it's Christian music, so it's obviously not bad. And it's fun, but if I know the Bible says to pray and my prayers make a difference, then what am I doing? I'm just spending my time all on myself when I could really be doing something useful. So yeah, I spent like an hour or so just praying for you guys instead of listening to music, and it was great. I suppose I'm mentioning this as a sort of challenge. A challenge for you all to take, 15 minutes out of your time. They would usually use to just watch Netflix or whatever and just pray for people. It's a challenge for me too, because I haven't really done that since. It's hard to focus sometimes. Oh, and here's me dwarfed by a tree in that place where I was praying. Anyway, after that we got to just hang out for a while with Mom and Dad's friends and stuff. Oh, and I saw like 7 whales and 2 sea turtles, one of which I touched, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. Oh, as well as a myriad of lizards and a chameleon, which I had pictures of. So yeah, those are the cool animals we saw. Also, our cousin Bo showed up, so that was cool. Here's a picture of him. And then lastly, went out to the airport to fly out, and we missed it. Yeah, Dad read the time wrong, and we missed our flight. So, thankfully, the people letting us stay let us stay one more night at their house, and we got to spend one more night than we thought we would. We didn't do anything spectacular during that time. We did go snorkeling again, though, and we ate pizza, so that was cool. Also, I wrote most of this life of the email in that downtime. Then when we got up this morning, we brought all of our bags down to the airport, again, and flew to another island in Hawaii. And here's where we catch up with the present, where I sit typing at a Burger King in the airport. Overall, it was a great experience, and I'm really thankful God blessed me with this time. Wow, that took a long time to write. Before I finish, though, I want to ask a question that popped in my mind during this small season of life. And, may I note, I don't actually know the answer, so this isn't rhetorical. Why the good times I mean, I know for a fact God is all about growth. He desires us to grow closer to Him way more than He desires us to have a nice and comfortable life. But if we grow most in hard times, if we desire Him most when our world, crumbles around our eyes, then why does He give us times like these? Times where everything's all good. See, I'm taking some kiwi home. And we're being taking some kiwi home, yeah. And we're being stagnant as your faith is a viable option. Maybe it's a test. Maybe He just wants us to have a good time. Maybe He just wants to give us good times, but, or He doesn't want to give us good times, but He's taken for ourselves. I don't know. What's the point of being comfortable? Honestly, I don't know. So if you think you do, be sure to send me your thoughts. Okay, thanks everybody for reading, and sorry it was so long. Talk to you all later.